So a collection of Tea Party groups were rallying in D.C. just recently to protest what they see as eventually going to be a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. And it got a little bit weird, and it got a little bit racist. We have a quote from Ken Crow. He's the co-founder of the Tea Party community. That sounds like a wholesome organization. He was talking about some of the speakers they have here, which, by the way, include little names you might have heard about, like Steve King, Senators Jeff Sessions, and Ted Cruz. By the way, this guy before has met Sarah Palin and talked with her. This is what he said. From those incredible bloodlines of Thomas Jefferson and George Washington and John Smith, and all these great Americans, Martin Luther King, these great Americans who built this country, you came from them. And the unique thing about being from that part of the world, when you learn about breeding, you learn that you cannot breed Secretariat to a donkey and expect to win the Kentucky Derby. You guys have incredible DNA, and don't forget it. We don't have the full video, but apparently in that speech, he also quoted Bill Pullman from Independence Day. I actually like Bill Pullman in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
and then he punched an
stuff.
alien in the face and knocked it out.
Exactly.
So it's interesting because at least he's not racist against blacks. I like how he threw that in there. He's like, black and white DNA is awesome. Latino DNA, dicey.
Yeah.
Little donkey action.
So there's no black people there, whatever. They're going to find the one person there. He throws the Martin Luther King line in because he has better PR people than the Taliban's got.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, that Martin Luther King, that's a throwaway.
Yeah, I know. But at least he did it.
He did it. He did it. They knew to do it.
Yeah, but obviously, this, like, a lot of people are going to have a problem with this. I mean, granted, look, he's not Ted Cruz, but Ted Cruz is there listening to this guy, and Ted Cruz, by the way, not white. So I'm not entirely sure how that fits in.
Well, and by the way, an immigrant. He was born in Canada, right?
Exactly.
So
Yes.
And your DNA.
Ted Cruz was born in Canada.
Yeah,
that's right.
So
And
Ted
he's
Cruz can't be president.
No, he's going to run anyway.
He can.
That's the amazing part.
Yes.
They think, that's what I think of that.
I think
He
the
said no
legal
because-
argument is actually kind of interesting about that.
I missed that whole story.
Yes.
But the fact that his mother's a citizen, what exactly qualifies as a native-born? Anyway,
Okay,
we can talk about that.
Yeah,
another
I know.
point.
Okay, if Ted Cruz runs for president, God damn it, I'm running for president.
No, but-
Okay,
yeah.
because apparently being born outside the country doesn't matter at all. So anyway, now he didn't say like if you come across the border illegally or you come across the border, you're a bad guy and hence da. He said DNA.
Yes.
Now DNA by definition is racial, right? Now, and you know, John started it by saying racist, right? And every time we say that, people's heads explode on YouTube. Like, how can you guys always talk about racism? But the guy said you got inferior DNA. Can you be? I literally don't know how to be more racist than that,
to
right?
be fair, he said donkey. He didn't say burro.
Oh, well, there you have it.
But
then.
he did bring up donkey. Come on, no. But what's like his theory is interesting, and the thing is, he likes Ted Cruz, and yet Ted Cruz wouldn't seem to fit in what he's saying. So I think that the only way to find out exactly how this is going to shake out is we have to mate Ted Cruz with a donkey and see if we get a capable politician out of it.
By the
We
way,
might have already done that. Actually.
one of the organizers was that guy who called blacks a retrograde species.
Yeah.
And
So-
talked about eugenics, and here it's a guy talking about a similar.
Let's not kid ourselves.
basically the foundation
Don't
of
be misled by the Martin Luther King line.
Yeah,
Exactly.
In any
So
way on
Ted
that.
Cruz, he's not white. I know he's Cuban, right?
yeah, that's right.
But isn't there something like isn't Zimmerman considered white?
He's a white Hispanic because he's half white, half Hispanic.
How
Ted
about-
Cruz is considered Hispanic.
Oh, okay.
His parents are both Cuban. He is Latino. There's no question about it.
Okay.
He has inferior donkey DNA.
Why does the-
According to the Tea Party, which he like
Which he loves.
enthusiastically attends.